Is that it? I guess I'm ready. Yeah, I guess I'm ready to start streaming. I don't really need to do anything else than this. There's been another helicopter crash. Oh my god. Anyways, is this good? We're good? I think we're good. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this. Let me get the stream up on my phone real quick. Here it is. Okay, I have chat. It's live as much as it can go. Oh yes, I need to ping this out to everyone. That'll get people to join. Alright. Hair is super itchy. I don't know why. So today's just a casual little stream. I may not even say anything. I'm just kind of chilling. My voice is all messed up. I have something going on in my throat, so I may not even speak much this stream, but today I'm designing a new map for my book. That'll hopefully be out later on this year. It's what I've been working on for years now. It's my magnum opus, my pride and joy. And when I was up in Nevada, I drew many iterations, many redos of the map that I was doing. And I had this idea to start up a new series called LoreBacon. So here we are. And I'm going to start off this series by making a new map. Here we are. Alright. I have just a full notebook full of concepts, right? And I need to, for one, nail down kind of where every single location is going to be on the map. And I actually got to start this thing. So we're going to make this the maximum. We're going to make it 4096. There we go. 4096 by 4096. So this map is hopefully going to be the absolute definitive map for my book. And I'm going to skimp out on absolutely no details. I mean, I need everything. Every little detail named or whatever. I just hope I still have my stuff here. I do, right? Right, I should. No, this is all my other stuff. What I need to do is, yeah, maps. Here it is. So this is the map from last year, right? This will not do anymore. This is old. This is very old stuff. Now, what we're going to do is still import it, right? But we're going to try and use all the other things along with it. So, yeah, so, we need to make this much more detailed, much bigger, much grand, more grand proportionate. We do that on that corner here. You know what? Screw it. We can afford to stretch in the map a little, I guess, but up like so. And yeah, that's about it. I think we can zoom it out just a little more. All right. Gotta love the typos as well. Yeah, this is a really old map, so a lot has changed. A lot has changed. In fact, I'm not even sure where to even begin. But I suppose we should start off the new layer. We'll do our first sort of drawing, I believe I should do at least 5 pixels for the coastlines, and then, or no. No. Should I? That's about 5 pixels. Yeah. Should I do 2? Should I do everything like really clean and pristine? Or should I add a little bit of bold to it? I think I should try and do everything at least a little clean and pristine. Because if we did it that way... Oh yeah, no. This is a really old map. Yeah, no. We need to completely redo this whole right-hand side of the map. Alright. Well, I guess we can begin. So, let me kind of flip on through. Let me see the more recent map. I only have a map of one of the regions. Here's the full map. Yeah. Yeah, no, the map is a bit more zoomed in, actually, than this, even. It doesn't even include this little, like, island off to the top left. Let me... No, that's... Goddamn Windows key. You go away. Rearrange. I need to rearrange this. Hello. I need to zoom this in more and there. No, not that much. Not that much. Okay. Like right around here. Yeah, like this is about the size. Yeah, perfect. Actually, this, well, even then we're still, well, no, we have the Great Mountaineer rework, so yeah, this works. This works just well. Perfect. All right, now we can draw. So I need to absolutely, like, detail the crap out of all this. Yeah, see, so, like, there's so much more detail than just whatever was placed here. There's, like, mountains, mountain ranges, all sorts of fun stuff. I mean, like, forests, rivers. This is a very, very basic map, and, I don't really know what to do for Alexandria just yet, because I'm not even at that point in Blacklight, but whatever. Whatever. I'm at school right now while you're doing a stream. Man, you lucky. Yeah, this is the first stream I've done, not in a while. What was I? This is like my first, like, chill stream I've done in a while, where I just kind of felt like doing this today. I was originally going to do Subnautica and finish things up, but my voice is, or my throat's not feeling too good, so I figured we could do this. And this is just a little fun haha for my book. Okay. So, what I'm going to try and do and make it look like there's an actual sort of, like, coastline. To make things, like, realistic and neat and whatnot. Make the land look bigger than it actually is, you know? Because I have a sort of scaling problem with my kind of territories and whatnot, where it's like only a few hundreds of miles apart from each other, you know, but it's like massive. Alright, this map is probably going to take a while, but I have a good long while to kill, so we may as well take all the time that we need. I'm thinking about what can I really do to really bring in the detail. Oh, and I gotta color the background like light blue for the waters and whatnot, because that's going to be my background. Quite a relaxing day. Oh crap, where did I put this? Is this it? This is it. I think so. Yeah. Okay. Yump. Alright. And there's no actual changes I need to do to, like, any of the main portions of the map. What I just need to do is get things definitive. Like, really set in stone. And I'm thinking of also taking inspiration of the sort of prequel idea I had with this book. Well, we are going to jet this land out a bit just for fun. Because why not? Just as long as it looks detailed. And then we'll make a nice happy little bush. You guys will like that, right? We like happy little bushes. Happy little bushes are very fun. Alright, now we're getting on to the, kind of the main city, right? We're getting on here. This is something I really need to, like, redesign, because it is a good design in of itself, but it's kind of inconsistent with itself, if you know what I mean. So, I'm not quite sure, but what I think, actually... Hang on. No, this is getting my gears turning, actually. No, we're good. We're cool. So, this is going to be, like, the main portion of the city, like, right up here, right? But then you come on down here, and this is, like, the sort of lake zone. This is where, like, all the factories and industrialized kind of areas are. Let me, oh, yeah. Yeah. See, look at this. It looks so, like, detailed and organized and whatnot. Like, this is going to be not just a big map, but a grand and final map. And this will hopefully carry me through the rest of Blacklight. The final act of the book. Which is what I'm about to work on, but I have to complete a few last Great War arc chapters. But yeah. Now we can continue on with the nice detailing, and I think I'd also like to color it based on biomes and region areas and whatnot and how things are, but we'll see when we get there. We shall certainly see. Alright. I should get me another Peppa Doctor. But I don't know. Yeah, this is another one of the small little towns in the book, but this one's only really mentioned. It's never, or no, the main characters do go there at one point. It's just not important. It's just not really, like, noteworthy or anything. But I'll make sure in the second draft that there is at least something of note to behold there. Because I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to be. Anyways, how does this look? Yeah, it looks alright, but this looks a little more... I don't know. This looks like this should be the smoother part, and this should be the more jagged one. Because that's how it's supposed to be in the story. This is like a very jagged, rocky sort of coastline. But the minute you get into here, it's like more smooth and swampy and kind of, you know, like the delta. See? Like a delta. So I'm not quite sure if I really should be doing all that. I'm going to redesign that a bit. But I still want it to be nice and smooth. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting on with Vectorsburg. Here we go. So yeah, it's all these like little seaside towns and whatnot. I really need to kind of not only like design them, but sort of like understand just what the hell I'm trying to do with them, you know? But whatever. And this is what we call a happy little stream. This is quite nice. We're already down here at Bayland, so we're about to reach the sort of main part of the map. where the details are really gonna matter. Alright. And this is just a straight line, so what I'm going to assume is that there's probably a coastline there instead of just a straight line. A straight line is silly. That's like borders in Africa. We don't like African borders because they're weird and straight. We need to have curvy borders like Europe, because that's cool. No, I didn't mean to right click. Okay. As you can see, I'm very creative with all my names, of course. But half of them are just, taken from the SMP or whatever. So, blame Lemmy. Blame Lem. There you go. Alright, so now I think we can move on to like a little more of a rocky coastline for this as well. Just a little bit, because there's like rolling, I'd imagine there'd be like rolling hills sort of in this zone. Not quite mountains, but definitely hills for sure. Alright. Let's see how it looks on paper. Let's see how it looks. Alright, pretty good. So, yeah, again, okay, now it's starting to take shape. I'm starting to see everything kind of take shape. And this is pretty much the, oops, I don't know that one. It's kind of like the bulk of the areas I'm supposed to draw anyhow. Yeah, this map will do well. Actually, no, I think I could add on a few more things to it. But I don't know. Yeah. This map does not have Baker. It does not have even Lynch. This map is outdated by a lot. But whatever. That is why I'm here to fix it. Okay. Where's... Oh, it's down here. If I can get it, because, this thing's in the way. Alright, where is it? Here it is. Awesome. Okay. And if I get, bored of this, I might just hop on my Minecraft world or something, because it's been so long since I played that, and I haven't played it since I got back. I'd really love to see it as well. Alright. Here we go. Now, the minute we get to the Gibraltar River Valley is the minute it's gonna get pretty hectic, and I'm gonna have to really understand, river boundaries and surroundings and whatnot. But hopefully, will be cool. And yeah, I didn't realize how fucking huge this map is, but yeah, no, it's pretty big. You're gonna be stranded out here and stuck. And this is, pretty close to civilization as well, but look at this. This is at least, where we're zoomed in, 10s, 20s, hundreds of miles maybe even. How did the main characters even survive this fucking trek? But, whatever. They made it. Woohoo. And the book goes on. Alright. Yeah, see, now here's where... I'm not sure if I should have, a river delta here. If that would work. But I'm thinking of it kind of sorta coming in like so, right? Still having it very big enough to come on in on its own. Alright. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to do the other side of this real quick. We're just going to draw a little line here as a reference. Alright, alright. Okay. Now for the fun part. Designing this stupid fucking river. Okay. So we can keep this sort of kind of like so, but I feel like it needs to widen around here or so. Then we can keep this sort of. Alright. Alright, awesome. Yeah, so this river has got to be really fucking precise. But it'll work. Because why not? Alright. Good. Good, good. Alright, so that's taken care of. Now I'm thinking of adding like a little island or something here, just as a bit of detail and because it's funny. Yeah, it looks a little funny. Right? Awesome. Yeah, now I can see where this is going. Cool. Very detailed. Very orderly. Very German. This is what we're here for. Good, good, good. Now, let's keep going. Now I gotta find this piece. Alright, now we can keep going down the river. Now everything will really have a great proportionate scale to it all. Like, it's gonna be insane. Nice to see that past me still had a little bit of detail on him, though. So at least we can kind of model this river off of something, you know? A little background image of this or whatever. So I can kind of sort of know what I'm doing, but still take all the creative liberties that I need to. Alright, now this one. Alright. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. This is going to be a super detailed map. I'm pleased with it already, actually. Quite like what we're already accomplishing so far. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, there's a few little spots I may need to white out here, but that'll be cool. That's fine. Alright. Oop, there we go. Actually, we can... Yeah, here we go. Cool, cool. Back to 2 pixels. Come on, you got this. There we go. Yeah, so far, so good. The only thing I'd say is, maybe give this more room to widen a bit, but no, I'm glad I was able to do it that way. Yeah. Wow. Okay, wow, this puts into scale just how fucking huge the map is. Okay, yeah, now I'm starting to get everything. This will help me out a lot for the second draft. Alright, now I can get shit done. Good. This is what we want. I'll be much more clear-minded and focused for when the second draft rolls around. And I can use this map as a reference, since soon enough all of the chapters will be done for the sort of first draft. But I mean, look at this. This is like a scale accurate how the Gibraltar River actually looks. So this is going to be what the map is now. And it really is going to put into scale just how huge everything is. Even with how everything looks on paper. But still. Wow. Alright. Then when we get to the detailing of the mountains and whatnot and all that, we'll have even more fun with that. Oh boy. Here we go. This is fun. It's relaxing. I was gonna say, we're coming up to it. I know we're coming up to it, yeah. Here's the original Tripolitania. So there's new Tripolitania and then there's original Tripolitania. We're coming up to the original Tripolitania. So, yeah. We're gonna have to detail the crap out of this as well. But that's what we're here for. Good old detailing. So this will get me to hopefully want to come back to the first arc of the book and redo it. Not exactly from scratch, but to sort of do it more kind of in the focus of the fourth arc, the final one I'm on now. It just looks and flows natural, and that's all you want to make it do. Because this has got to be like a real river, you know what I'm saying? Gotta imagine it as such. And even this, for what it is, looks fucking huge. But yeah, no. It is always bigger. Alright, we're approaching it, so I guess what we'll do is sort of bend the river inward? No? How are we going to do this? Because I know exactly how it looked. I may, like, want to completely disregard this whole sort of, like, drawing here. And I may have to do this from scratch. No. No. I don't think so. Well, my brain is thinking, alright, let's do it this way, actually. Let's make the river like so. Right? So that way, we can have this sort of come inward. Now we're kind of on there. Actually, I don't even think this is in the right spot. If I'm going to be honest, it needs to be down a little more. Because of Gibraltar's location, to be specific. Well, no. Okay, it really depends on how far they were from... You guys don't even understand what I'm thinking about, but I'm trying to think about... I'm trying not to spoil things, but I'm also trying to think about how the story goes at the exact same time, and it's not easy to not describe what I'm doing. However, what I would say is it needs to be down a little more. which is cool. That works. So, yeah. Old Tripolitania is not going to actually be this far up the river. It's going to be a little down. However, we can still make the river nice and detailed. And what we should do, actually, is like so. And make it bendy and whatnot, and windy and very unpredictable. Here we go. Okay. You can probably hear all the dogs in the background. They're just doing their thing. My dog is alright. She swallowed a chicken bone the other day. Dude, she tried to eat glass, and we had to get it out of her mouth. She's okay. We didn't have to take her to the vet or anything. She didn't swallow it, but yeah. Thank God Dad pulled the glass out of her mouth just in time. Because that would have sucked ass. Well, it even did suck ass, but yeah. I'm thinking down here, this is going to cave inward once again. It's going to go like so. Right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Alright, so after this bend, I believe we'll be ready to put the town right here. So instead of on this bend, it's going to be down on this bend. Just a small little change, but that's the kind of detailing I need for this map. Actually, I may just make it like, yeah, this bend. Here we go. Alright. And I think that's it, actually. And now I need to just widen the river a bit until it makes the lake. And then have that as the lake, and then this continues on with the river. Perfect. There we go. Now I can have a proper clear vision for what I'm doing. Perfect. Cool. So yeah, now it looks like there's a bunch of little lakes off the side. And this is where Tripolitania is going to be. Right here. In the midst of nothing, pretty much. Because it's literally in the middle of nowhere. Geography is fucking fascinating for me. I don't know why. For everyone else, it's like difficult to draw maps. But for me, it's like, this goes here. This does that. There's mountains here for this specific reason. Like, this whole map is within a basin, right? It's within a really, really mountainous basin. It's like two continents trying to split apart from each other, because you have this big mountain range on the left-hand side of the map, then you have this big mountain range on the right-hand side of the map, and they're both pushing away from each other, leaving this sort of bowl in the middle. That kind of geography. You need that kind of detail with it all. You gotta know how the fucking very tectonic plates in the fabric of the world that you're writing about. Like, you gotta know that kind of stuff. And that's exactly what I can help you with. Alright. But yeah, it doesn't really matter just as long as your rivers are nice and windy and detailed, and everything just kind of flows together, you know? Awesome. Are they back home yet? My mom and her friend went out to go get their hair done. And they'll be back in a bit. I'm not quite sure when. I should probably mark this so I don't lose it. I'm gonna mark this with like a star. So that way I know a major settlement goes there. Just for now. We'll do something about that later. But I should probably mark all the major settlements with stars. So this one is Talarla. So here we go. Perfect. Let's see. This one's New Tripolitania. So we get a bigger one for that. Where's Cana? This one's Cana. Alright. Cool. Delta. We're gonna try and stay faithful to the actual map of it all. So this is Delta. And if I had to assume, yeah, Vectorsburg. I have so many weird names, but I don't know if I'm gonna ever change them because I really don't care. There's one, and the last one, Bayland. Man. Oh yeah, they are home. Okay, cool. So the dogs are about to go apeshit. Awesome. And I think I am actually getting pretty sick, but whatever. That is why I shall choose to keep talking. That's why when you thought I done said the stupidest thing, I just keep talking. Now the dog's all upset. I'm gonna help him out real quick. I'll be right back. Hey. Come on. The chaos of managing dogs when the family comes home. Who the fuck pinged me? I'll see that in a minute. Whatever. Here we go. I'll see that later. Anyways, back to drawing. Because drawing kicks ass. Let me tell you. Alright. Cool. This probably is like one of my most boring streams ever, isn't it? But whatever. I just kind of want to draw stuff and not do anything too strenuous on my voice. Let me see here. There we go. Ah. crazy. I was crazy once. Remember when that was like a thing? Stupid crazy, I was crazy once. I used to get spammed in chat for that. It was just a stupid little meme that people did all the time. Now it's Unk. Everyone calls each other Uncle for no reason. Which is weird. The future is coming and I'm scared. The future is all weird. Oh no. Soon enough, they'll have a microchip in your brain and then it will get hacked and you piss yourself. Fucking tragic. Actually, that might be tragic if they fucking short circuit it. That would suck. That would hella suck. If your little microchip from Tesla got bombed. If you got a Bosnian pancake in your thing. I hope chat knows what a Bosnian pancake is. Don't step on it. That's messed up. I shouldn't be saying that on YouTube, should I? Oh well. Hi Bosnia. No hate. We love you. Oh well. Making fun of other countries is my passion. That's why I play the funny map games. Alright, now this is the one time we're going to deviate just slightly from the normal river path. Just so I know what I'm looking at and it's not, all weird. Now am I trying to guess? No, I'm not going to guess with this one. I'm just going to make it a little different from here on, I think. Alright. Oh my god, we're still so far away from Gibraltar proper. Wow. Yeah. A lot of detail. Lot of detail. That's what we're here for. I may need to make it even more detailed than this, but whatever. Alright. I wonder if that ping is one of my friends wanting to hang out at my house. If I had one of my real life friends come over and do LoreBacon with me, that would be so kick-ass, but I think that would bore the ever-living crap out of them. So Mom locked the dogs inside. Ooh. Let me see. Man, we're all kind of sick right now. You can hear in the background. I hope we don't have Dos Equis virus, because that would suck. But I think Dos Equis virus is a thing of the past. At least it is for now. Oh. I wonder. You know what? I'm just gonna look on my phone. Who the fuck pinged me? This is gonna be bugging me all night long, man. If I don't figure this out now, I'm never gonna figure it out later. Who is it? Oh. It's Andrew. Hi. RSVP for the thing this weekend. Okay, bet. Mom's laughing at something. Anyways, yay! My buddies are coming to my hangout. Let's go. We're gonna have donuts at 4 in the morning, because that's one of the conditions and terms for the hangout. Gotta have your donuts at 4 in the morning, and you gotta stay up all night waiting for your donuts. And stay up.
Dogs and everybody inside.
Alright. Take care with your client. Nice.
I'm so in love with my hair. God damn.
She got a hairdo. Yep, and there goes our friend. Alright, now I think what I should start doing is making it so that the river is going to get gradually smaller. Like, smaller and smaller. So that way, it's super cramped. And we can fit in even more detail. And plus, this is just kind of what happens to rivers when they get closer to their source. And yeah, you can kind of see the white. That's like the mountain where the source is. But first, I'm going to just completely blacken that out. Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. I like this. I think we can work with it. We can say, like, this main area is like the Gibraltar Drag or whatever. The main sort of river valley. And then you go up here and there's mountains. Ooh! There needs to be a mountain here. Right here. Right here. We need mountain. Mountain. See? Mountain. There needs to be a big mountain. Big, big mountain right here. Because that's why the river is all bendy like this. And then there's Tripolitania. And this can be where... This is like where they got it from. Their minerals, their mines, you know, they're all in this mountain. So there we go. Mountain. Right there. Big mountain. Cool. Alright. Now we're gonna start the approach to the town of Gibraltar itself. Alright. Now, I'm not quite sure if I should do it, like, what direction, because Gibraltar just needs a makeover, like, in its entirety, if I'm going to be completely honest. So, I'm not sure whether or not to do it like the actual Gibraltar from the SMP, or, like, still like the Gibraltar from the book. And I'm kind of leaning towards the Gibraltar from the SMP. Because it means it would basically face a different direction. You know what? Yeah, we're going to go with Gibraltar from the SMP. So it's not going to be facing this direction. It's going to be facing north now. So we're going to have to let it come in like so. And now what we're going to do is like this, like on the river bend. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now let me see. Yeah, it looks about right. Looks about right. Let me now line up the other side of the river to go along with it. And I think... Oop. Can undo this. It's coming along pretty nicely. It's coming along quite well. I'm very satisfied with how it's coming along. And I can't wait to see what more we can do with it. But just doing the Gibraltar Valley first is actually pretty good, since this area hasn't received much attention in a very long time. And yeah, that river bend is where Gibraltar is. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's pretty accurate to the Gibraltar I remember. So we're going to do like so. I mean, that's not really a good marker, but I'm sure I'll remember. It's hard to miss. Plus, it's only like the first town anyway. Kind of becomes irrelevant after a while. Alright. Wow. Okay. Now I can see the whole scale of the map, and it is massive. Okay. So yeah, no, this is good. This is really, really good. Oh, and we have another river to do, but I think this one's going to be a much bigger river than the Gibraltar, since big ships can kind of come through to go to New Hannington. So I really got to redo all this as well with it. All right. All right. But first, we're doing it. We are so doing it. Cool, cool, cool. This map is gonna kick ass. Alright. Can't even see what I'm doing half the time, but you know what? Screw it. Can I see here? I'd like to see here. There we go. Fucking wow. Yeah, this is more realistic. This is more reasonable. Very reasonable indeed. Now Blacklight's gonna feel like it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles away. Alright. Why did Dad just text me in the middle of my thing? You're interrupting my thing. Having to pass by any group of teens intimidates me. Yep, I know it does. I know it does. You old fart. Let me see. Alright. Alright. Can't see a goddamn thing. Are we doing good? We're doing good. That's all I care about. I think at this point we don't even need like the river valley anymore. We can probably just make it go into the lake soon enough. Since at this point it's not far until wait, I'm thinking again. That's probably not a good idea. Excuse me. I'm thinking this can be like the hill. There's like a hill here. And kind of like behind this hill is where all the main characters... I can't spoil it. I'm trying... Spoilers, man. I'm bad with spoilers. But whatever. I just got to finish this damn river, and I'm procrastinating because I want to go and draw other things than this river. I've been drawing this river for a while. Oh well, I shall continue to draw the river. It's almost done anyway, I don't care. Alright. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty neat, I'd say. I'm starting to really like understand how this is all coming along. But yeah, now you can kind of see where it's like an empty basin being split. It's like an asshole being split apart. Just think of that. Actually, don't picture that in your mind. That's disturbing. You shouldn't do that at all. But it is like just a piece of land being split apart. That's what this whole sort of area is like over time and whatnot. Oh yeah, now we're getting up in the snow, so yeah, here we go. We're up in the mountains. It's a very bendy river. It gets especially bendy up here for whatever reason. I'm so focused right now. It's just drawing a map, and I'm like so focused on where each individual pixel is gonna go. There we go. Just want to be precise, want to be detailed, want to be right. Alright. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna be a doozy right there, but whatever, we got most of it. Perfect. Alright. Cool. Yeah. Nice. It's coming along very, very well. Very, very proud of this already. Yeah. It's coming together. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Or is it? Oh no, it's all falling apart. No, I'd like to think it's coming together. This looks like it is coming together, hopefully. Yeah, last little bit, and then it's this lake. It's this big lake, which acts as the source of the Tallulah Sea. Oh, yeah, there we go. All it is basically is just plopping a new river over the old one. Now we can make this lake. Alright. Oop. I want to control Z that already. That was a goof up. Actually, you know what? No. Only happy accidents, right? Right. That's what we're all about. Yeah, there we go. It says since most of this is ice anyway, it doesn't really matter how big it gets or not. So, you know what I should probably do is have another one of those, like, river embankments or whatever, just, like, lower down the river, since that would be realistic. But realism sucks. Nah, just kidding. Realism kicks ass. I'm gonna just have to remember to do that. But first, let's split these apart. Where's the other one? Here's the other one. Back to 2. Back to black. There we go. Yeah, looks pretty good. Did I mess that up? I did mess that up a little. That's cool. I'll just draw a different sort of lake around it, I guess. Alright. And this lake is kind of based on Lake Tahoe. Emphasis on kinda, because I've never been to Lake Tahoe. But I bet it's pretty cool. Gotta make it kind of the similar shape as before, with a little more sustenance to it this time, but overall it doesn't matter what kind of shape it is, just as long as it's coherent and thematic. And there we go. For the most part, this does not look as detailed as I wanted it. There we go. I think I do need to use the eraser tool more often. Or not. Wait, did I? Bruh. I did a goof. God fucking damn it. I did a goof. I did a fucking goof. Whatever. No point crying over spilled milk. Just gotta draw it all over again. I can just trace it along and it'll be fine. We're gonna leave off right around here, I wanna say. Yeah, just trace it all along. Fill in the gaps wherever necessary. Doesn't matter. Just as long as it is coherent. Yeah, I feel like I could have done a better job down here anyhow. What is crack-a-lackin', ladies? Hey, Wyatt. Welcome to LoreBacon. As you can see, I'm doing the most riveting gameplay of all. Drawing a map. And I'm finishing up with the first sort of region in the whole book. So, I'm having to redo this whole sort of lake right here, but it's fine. It is done. Just about. Here we go. Any other gaps? Gaps? No. Nope. Cool. Alright. So that's that whole area taken care of. Cool. I should put an island in here. Because, you know, island making. It's fun. I shall put an island just sitting right here. Okay. Now it looks like a pirate map. This looks like a pirate map now. Cool. Awesome. Now I'm going to roll on to this coastline, which doesn't matter because none of the characters ever visited anyway, but I still want to try and give it as much detail as I can. I'm playing a really old version of Minecraft on my school's Chromebook right now. Type shit. Type shit. Sounds hella cool. Send pics. Should totally send pics in the server. Either in Shrekersists or my server. Dude, a creeper just blew up next to the skill issue. Skill issue. Sounds like a skill issue. Sounds like a skill issue. Ha ha. That's all on you. It's a skill issue. Ha ha. It's all on you. It's a skill issue. Dude, it's all on you. You fucking suck. Skill issue. This is my skill issue song. Alright, this river, I want to make it slightly smaller, but not by a whole lot. This river is based on the Mississippi, so we need to make it nice and wide for boats to travel through and explore. And I think I probably should place a bend, like right around here, just for dramatic effect, because it would kind of look cool. Oh, is there a bend here already? There's a bend here already. You know what? There's gonna be another bend. Do I want it more of a straight shot to New Haddington, or do I want it kind of bendy? I'm gonna do it kind of bendy, not so much, but I want it sort of bendy, so it's not quite a straight shot to New Haddington. Oops. Excuse me. Oopsie poopsie. Okay, now I think I can do Lake Amy. And Mom's client's here. Alright, dogs are gonna go apeshit in 3, 2, 1. I said the dogs are gonna go apeshit in 3, 2, 1. No, dog? Oh. Oh. What the fuck was that? Okay, I'm scared to go out. My dog's a wolf. Why does he do that? Okay, that's Yoda. He's been known to do that, right? Except the creepiest shit is he does it at 1 in the morning. He's so weird with that. I think he's like part werewolf or something. Bro, I shit you not, I just heard a similar sounding game. Did you find like a wolf? Oh my god. That was creepy. What? Clip that. Chat, are you able to clip that or something? Or like tell me what the timestamp is? I should probably dog compilation that, shouldn't I? Well, that needs to be more like more than just the dog compilation. That's like the goddamn Nightmare Fuel compilation. Huh. Anyways, this is the much bigger river for like bigger ships to pass through and whatnot. But of course, it's still windy as hell. Fred! Yeah, see, there's my dog. There's Amelia. The one going roo 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 roo. That's the actual wolf. That's the German Shepherd that I got. Roo roo. Hang on one second. I want to see what's going on. Come on. Brad. That was fucking creepy. And he's just sitting on the couch like it's nothing. Oh my god. I got a Dr. Pepper. I figured get a drink for this occasion. Plus I need something fizzy to like clear out all the stuff in my throat. The hell? I hope the dog doesn't go crazy and lock the door again. Because she's been, like, known to do that. And it's creepy. It's scary. Alright. Alright. Back to it. So, continue with this river. I love how on my notebook, this river, or whatever that I'm drawing here, is just a straight shot, and it has absolutely no detail on, like, the paper map. I'll have to, like, show it to you guys or something, but it has literally fuck all detail on the paper map. It's just a straight shot, pretty much. But this river is long and windy, and it's based on the Mississippi. And all the dogs are going crazy in the background, of course. They're racing each other. Fred! Hey, you can probably hear my Dr. Pepper in the thing. Alright, I think, yeah, we're here. Yeah, we're at Lake Amy, so I'm just gonna draw the lake now. And I did mess this up a bit, but whatever, I don't care. This place is massive, and I didn't even realize it. Oh my god. It's like more than just a lake. It's like a sea of its own, pretty much. I'm gonna have to downsize this, aren't I? Alright, whatever. We'll pimp it, we'll chimp it, we'll do whatever. But we just gotta draw it. Alright. You know what? Massive. Indeed, it is massive. Anyway, where's the point for this again? It's right here. Bruh, I swear to God, if I need to make doo-doo in the middle of stream, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed. I think I need to make doo-doo. Oh well. Excuse me. Ooh. That's a big one. And I think I also will end the lake a little prematurely, like around here, so. And that can be our new Hannington right there. Alright. Hang on 1 second, I gotta go get a few tissues. I'm gonna blow my nose. California allergies suck ass. Shit. My nose. It always does this on stream for whatever reason. Whatever. The pepper doctor is my cure. Excuse me. Right. I'm totally betting there's like all these other towns or something that I had ideas for, but I personally just don't give a crap. I only care about the spots in the main part of the map. Not quite anywhere this far down. Oops. Do I care about this whole lake? What I should do is just make it a little smaller, I guess. Since the peninsula is big enough anyhow, you can tell. You can tell it's a peninsula. Alright. Let's see. Looks pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed, I must say. Yeah. It's coming along quite well. Once we're done with this lake, then we're gonna move on to the Great Mountaineer region. And that's gonna be fun. Because we get to do more shit. Woohoo. Anyways. I think we can close up this now on its own. No. Actually, no. We're gonna kinda do it like so. Yeah, there we go. This is a bit better, I'd say. Alright. Cool. Oops. Cool. So that takes care of the southwest region of the map. Or southeast and pretty much, yeah, the whole bottom section of the map is basically finished. At least in terms of mapping out the coastlines and whatnot. But there's still plenty more to go. And I do want to get all those mountains specific. Alright. Let's move on to the fun part of the map. Where all the cool shit happens. Sorry if I'm not talking much, it's just that I'm playing Minecraft. Oh no, that's cool. That's alright. I can be your background voice for playing Minecraft. I've done that before. Let me see. Okay. Oh shit. I forgot to call Best Buy earlier. I was gonna go do that. I haven't, I need to get my laptop prepared. So, I tried to reinstall Windows 11 on my one laptop that I think I was talking about on stream. And I tried to reinstall Windows 11 on it, and it completely bricked. So, I gotta take it back to goddamn Best Buy, pay them a bunch of money, have them fix it or whatever, and then move on with my life and finally be done with it. Oh, we're almost here at Sentinelport. Cool. How does that look on the paper? Because it needs, how it looks on the paper is like kind of how it also needs to look on the actual map. Alright. Cool. So, thing is with Sentinelport, this town's location has also changed a bit. So, it's actually somewhere kind of like right around here, I'd say. Like, this is it. And then what we're gonna do is have the other end of it as well. Let me actually, no, I have a map of Sentinelport. What am I doing? I drew a map of Sentinelport. Does this fit OSHA regulations? Probably. Yeah, it does. Alright, cool. So, the port building goes right here. And the coastline goes like so. Like so. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Sentinelport. Does that work? Kinda does. Yeah. Yeah, that's kinda Sentinelport, right? God, it looks fucking tiny. This city is tiny. This is like supposed to be one of the biggest cities in the whole map, and it's tiny. Look at this. This thing is tiny in comparison to everything else. Oh my god. I have my life's work out of me. But it's cool. I got the rest of my life to work on it. That's all. So yeah, Sentinel Port's gonna move a bit. Since it'll match more of the paper map of what I got. Now we're gonna move this a little inward. And now we're back on the main sort of stretch of the map. And now we're about to go up to Carson in a second. So this is the second sort of, not main town, but it's one of the main mountaineer port towns or whatever. And it's already like kind of in the same position anyway as on the paper map, so I don't have to worry. It's in the same damn spot. There we go. Carson. Now from here we're going to go up even more. And then already there's Greta. And it is kind of on the same spot as the paper map. But I think I want to move Greta up a little more and out. Just so that way it kind of fits a little better. And this island is way too close. It needs to be kind of further out. But it's still in the same spot as it should be. Greta Thunberg. Yep. Alright. Okay. Does that look like a good mountaineer coastline? That looks like a good mountaineer coastline to me, I'd say. But dude, this is how big fucking Sentinel Port is. That's it. This is it. Like, okay, you can't see what I see. I'll have to take a picture of this and, like, send it to you guys later. Or show it off at some other point in either the highlights or whatever. But Sentinel Port is one of the biggest towns. That's ultimately how big it is on the grand scale of the map. It's tiny. It's tiny. Excuse me. That was a good one. And then I also want to mark down the locations where Greta and Carson should be. Here we go. And Carson, you get to be, yeah, basically same spot. And then all this is like a pretty hilly and mountainous coastline as well. So yeah, Carson's closer to Greta. Huh. And they don't even look that far from each other. Oh my god. Yeah, on the paper map, Carson's a lot closer to Sentinel Port. I'm kind of having second doubts of placing this town. It needs to be closer to Sentinel Port. Shit. You know what? I think Carson should go right up here. Oh. I think the trash man is doing something. Fred! Fred! Shush. Fred, no shush. Alright. Yeah, now I'd say the map is starting to really take shape. I can't wait to see how the rest of this is going to go down. It's going to be massive. It's going to be huge. It's going to go crazy. But first, it needs to get done. So that's why I'm streaming. Coming up here should be a Tripolitanian colony. It's not in this version of the map, but it's in a different one. It's a colony called White Rock. And it's in the Great Mountains region, but not owned by the Mountaineer Empire. Right here. All right. Now, once again, we're getting out into one of the parts of the map that's just completely out here in the sticks, where it's basically not important. It's nothing out here, barely even explored or discovered. But soon enough, we'll be on the Blacklight Coast. And this coast is the last section of coastline I have to finish, but it's also where the last arc in the whole book takes place. I think I'm gonna give this just a little more piece of coastline. There we go. Alright, now we're coming up on Blacklight. Now what I need to do... Blacklight is another one of those places that is like poorly represented on this map, just like Gibraltar. So what I'm gonna do is make things obviously more detailed. But it needs to come up more like so. It needs to then come in like this. Alright. Pretty big, and then what we're gonna do is have this sort of big bay. And then it's gonna come in like so. Wrap around. And that is going to be our blacklight. It's only a little off. There we go. Yeah. And it's not directly north of New Tripolitania as well. It's like north and to the east. Wait. That's not where blacklight's supposed to go. It's not on the paper map. That's not the standard. Ah, god damn it. Whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll worry about it in a minute. We'll do it like that. And then what I think we're going to do, because it needs to go in between this town and this town. So I'm thinking, let's redo this whole zone. Because it's weird like how it has to work. Alright. So what I think I'm going to do... Yeah. Okay. That's the color white. Today's presentation was brought to you by the color white. No, I want black. Okay, and there's gonna be this big bay. This very big bay. Tiny little peninsula. Right here. It's gonna come in like so, and there we go. That's more black light. Perfect. Now we need the island in the middle. There we go. Along with the other smaller island that's out here. Alright, now I'm starting to see how it's working. There we go. So that's going to be where black light is. So now it's kinda directly north of Cana, but I don't think it really matters. And then this can just be whatever. I don't know though. It feels like a shorter trip, but at the same time, it makes it like makes sense how they only got there in a day or so. Alright. That's basically the bulk of the waterways mapped out. I'm going to change the background to like this. We need like a good like light bluish color. For water. We'll go with this. Or not. Fuck me. Yeah, obviously this is going to be black light. So we need the star, or whatever, the indicator that there's something there. And the rest of the map, well, we need to do the islands next, but the rest of the map is just all this, so. This does not matter, whoopie-doo. We're just going to draw a whatever coastline, and then kind of make it regress, I suppose. Since on the paper map it actually kind of comes up and then expands into more ocean. Okay, come on, photo editor. There we go. Does that work? Looks pretty good to me. Yeah? I'd say that looks about accurate. Alright, let me blow my goddamn nose again. Being sick sucks. As if you couldn't tell already. Okay. This is a good map. This is a good framework. I can work with this. We can fuck with it. But now I gotta draw the Tallulah Islands and all the other smaller islands that make up this map. So we're gonna draw the islands. But first I need to take a sippy of the Dr. Pepper. Oh, and I need to draw the lake as well. Yeah. Excuse me. I don't know if I should draw... This is the real dilemma. Should Derma's Haven, basically the city of cities from a long, long time ago, should this be on the water, on the lake, or should it just be in the forest? Because this place's location has been fairly ambiguous for a while, and I'm not quite sure if I should place it directly on Lake Cobalt, or if I should place it further inland. Excuse me, I fucking burping a lot this stream. I'm having a soda. I'm just gonna draw the lake real quick and then see if I can make up my mind afterwards. I'm gonna try and keep it mostly accurate to the paper map, right? But I also want it accurate to this map. So I kind of have to bounce it out a little. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. Yeah. I like that. Alright, cool. Wow, nice. Never really, like, realized how just big these lakes are. Like, and all this needs to be, like, mountains. All this, like, back row right here. God, I have to remember how the Great Mountains region works. Because now, see, this road is still kind of here. But it keeps going and going and going now. There was... Oh! There's something going on. There was a whole Mountaineer rework when I was up in Nevada, so... Yeah, I gotta draw that on the main map now. Mom's in the bathroom. It sounds like fun. Oh yeah, and there's this island in the middle, so I gotta draw this. I think I might make it a more similar shape than no. This looks like a butthole. I don't want it to look like a butthole. Oh, Amelia is very sad. I'm sorry, Amelia. We could make it look like an Among Us bean, but no. I don't think so. Gonna try and draw it a bit closer to the paper map, while also maintaining the original form on this map. Okay. Did that work? I keep poorly disconnecting these, but whatever. We'll just do one pixel. One pickle at a time. Yeah, and we'll do it for here as well, because I noticed this a second ago. All right then, that is the lake done. Oh yeah, and I love that there's just a little island in the middle there as well. And then there should probably be more islands. Now thinking about it, like, god damn it, I'm thinking too much about shit. But no, like imagine if there was like another island in the middle of this lake, just sitting right up here. Wouldn't that make it look more realistic? Or am I tripping? Because I think that makes it look a lot more realistic. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's up to me. Whetstone Island, I guess. Since that's the biggest of all the islands. Now this... I'm gonna be basing all the Tallulah Islands on the paper map. So from here on, like, no more looking at the main map for reference, because I need to see all the details, because Whetstone Island has its own specific shape that I need to do. And that's the very first island I'm going to do. It's this one. It's Waterbury. Yeah. I think... Alright. Oh, Amelia's sad. I think we're going to move it a little over here, actually. So we're going to start off like so. And draw Crayfish Cove. Okay, already I'm a little iffy on the shape. But I think we can pull it through. And it kind of comes up like so. It goes like that, and then it goes like this a little, I want to say. And then we go up more. And I think we're good. I do have a proper map of Whetstone Island. Actually, that's not even accurate in the slightest, is it? Hang on. Let me see. Alright. Let me see. Map of Whetstone Island. No, that is not accurate in the fucking slightest. Okay, wow. I mean, it is a little. But no, this is not accurate. Whatever. I do what I want. I don't care because I do what I want. So actually it's supposed to be more to the right and up. A little more. I think. Yeah. A little more up, a little more to the right. So we're going to start. Oh, oops. There we go. We're going to start right up here. Yeah. So yeah, this island basically just looks like a giant jelly bean. Alright. Here's Waterbury. And near the Crayfish Cove. Okay, then this just kind of comes down like so. And this curves inward. And then this is a bay. And this has Baker on this side. And then it kind of goes like that. And a little inward like so. And something like this. I'm just narrating for no reason. Okay, that's a bit closer. That's a bit more accurate, I'd say. Yeah, this is much more accurate. And now you can totally understand why the Mountaineers did not think they would get any raids on either side of the island, or on their side of the island, because it's split like this, right? Tripolitanian side on the north, Mountaineer side on the south. So this is where Baker is supposed to be. This up here is where Waterbury is supposed to be. And they're both two different towns on two different empires, and they both realize at some point, and they both kill each other. I know that sounds like a spoiler, but that's literally like the plot of an entire chapter, so it's whatever. No, I need to go to the other map. Here we go. So that's that island done with. Now I'm gonna undo those. I think I should do Midway next. Midway is next to Seaside, but above Talarla. So Midway is right around here. And it's above Sentinelport. Okay, so yeah, right here. Okay. It's a pretty similar shape, if I'm gonna be honest. A lot of these islands have very similar shapes. I don't even think that's entirely accurate to it, but whatever. There's a big mountain on the island anyway. I think the town of Midway is gonna go right here. And then we need the town of Lynch, which is like a pirate settlement. Or former pirate settlement, actually. Cool. So yeah. The Mountaineers use both of these for their stuff. Sydney Island. That's the next one. So Sydney Island goes right over here somewhere. It's much smaller than Midway, but still fairly big, I'd say. Alright. Now, next is Big Doma. Big Doma goes here. You'll kind of notice that, like, every single island has, like, a sort of conclave on the left-hand side for whatever reason. I don't even know why. It's just something I did. Big Doma. This island should be off. No, this island's off. It has to be a little more to the right, actually. Whatever, that gives me the chance to, like, redo it. Because, yeah, Big Doma and Little Watch, they're a lot closer to Carson than anywhere else. Oops. Cool. Awesome. That's Big Doma Island. The next one is Little Watch, which is right next to it. They're like only a few miles apart from each other. And now the next one is Jasper Rock, part of the Tallulah chain. So Jasper Rock is right here. So that's the first island of the Tallulah chain. Next up is Annabelle Island. This one. And third out of the 4 in the chain, the third one is Cyrus Atoll. Here we go. Cool. And Lost Cliffhead Island is the last one. Right around here. There we go. That's how that looks. So there's the... Dude, it looks so empty. I don't know why. It just looks so empty to me. And also, I feel like some of these islands are a little off. Crap. There's just not a whole lot of islands here. Oh, well, Satchel Island has to go, like, right over here. Actually, I think I am going to change the locations of some of these. I'm going to change... crap. Because here's the thing. These all look pretty accurate as to where they are in the book. I'm going to put Cyrus Atoll here. Yeah. Cool. Cool. And Lost Cliffhead is up here. It's to the right. Oh no. That does it for the chain, but the fucking... That just makes Sydney Island look like it's a part of the Tallulah chain, but it's not. They need to be... I'm not satisfied with this, man. Nah. You know what? We're gonna do Tallulah chain last. Tallulah chain, screw that. We're gonna do that one last. Next one up is Beaver Island. This one's part of the Tripolitanian Empire. Here we go. I'll just put that there. Cool. Alright. Beaver Island taken care of. Then next up's Grassy Rock. So here is Grassy Rock. Oops. Here we go. One more. Cool. And Widow's Point. Actually, Big Dome will watch. Widow's Point should be like right around here. Alright. So yeah, now the Tallulah chain has to go in between in between Beaver Island and Little Watch. So we're gonna start off with Jasper Rock actually going right here. Amelia wants in so bad. Should I let the dog in? Actually, I feel like this island's too big for the chain. We should make the chain smaller. There we go. Jasper Rock and Annabelle Island will go here. Then we can do Cyrus Atoll like right here, just so it's still on its sort of thing. Actually, I don't even like this shape. How does it look before? It's basically just kind of a circle. There we go. And finally, Lost Cliff Head. Cool. So that settles that. That settles that perfectly. And now we have Lone Winter Island, which is right here, I believe. Yeah. Cool. And that's about it. Is it? Maybe. No. Satchel Island. Satchel Island goes like right up here. Alright, so yeah, that's my rework of the Tallulah. Now, what I'm going to actually do next is re-add an island that was cut, but you can see it in like the original map of the book. I'm going to re-add that island because I think it would be cool. But it's supposed to be like right up here. Actually, you know what? No, this looks stupid. We're not going to re-add anything just yet. Never mind. But we will have to add Alexandria. Hang on one second. Let me look for it. Where did I put it? Where's the page? Where's the page? There's the page. Hello. So yeah. Alexandria. God, I don't even know where to finalize that location. It looks the exact same on the paper map, so I guess we'll just draw it like so. Make it look a little more like the paper map, but otherwise it doesn't really matter how we do it. Once again, we fuck around and we find out. But yeah, it's supposed to be that Alexandria is actually in this bay here. Oops. Excuse me. So there it is. Alright. Cool. I guess that's it for, in terms of locations. There's nothing else I can think of. Huh. Neat. Alright, well, so how the map is partitioned is like so. between these islands here, and it kind of goes across this island as well. And that's how pretty much the whole map is partitioned. You can't see what I'm cooking, but this is like one of the borders for one of the empires, and like spoiler territory. It's goddamn spoiler territory. I need to stop with the spoilers. Get this damn thing out of here. But I will need to add the political thing to it as well. But so far, this is a good map. This is a really good map. Now what I'm going to do is mark down the locations of the rest of the settlements. There's one. Baker goes here. There we go. That's a mountaineer settlement. These are all only the settlements on the... Oh, New Hannington, because, you know, they exist. They have to be included and represented. I love how New Hannington has two completely different locations on... based on whatever map it is. You know what? We'll go with the original spot. Or no, no. Right here. Right here. This is where New Hannington is going to go. Perfect. Alright. Anywhere else? We've got Gibraltar. We've got Tripolitania. We've got the lake. Yeah. We've pretty much got the kind of main first bit of the map. Sort of first pass, I guess. Jesus. Oh, that stretch is nice. So I guess shit, I guess it's time to I don't know. Let's see how this would look if we were black or Chinese. No. Let's see how this would look with color. I actually don't want this. You can go away, but you can stay. I need blue. What kind of blue? What kind of blue do I want? I want it like very aquamarine-ish. Yeah. But still just blue. That works. That very much works, but I also, let's not forget, let's not jump the gun. We also need to have white. Or black, no, white. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is do this one down. I'm gonna merge it down one. And now what I'm gonna do is, where is it? Cutout tool. Magic cutout. Remove. There we go. So now it looks proper. Perfect. Okay. Did I mess up here? I messed up here. It's not that big a deal. Alright. Awesome. Cool. We've got it. We've got our first sort of pass over the whole map. But I am thinking of changing this sort of color. What should I change it to? I want like a less... I want it to be bright, but I want it to be less aggressive. I guess that works. Yeah, that works, I guess. My Dr. Pee-Pee is all done. Oh no. Alright. So yeah, next up I gotta do all the roads, I guess. And then from there, work on the geography. Huh. I think there are 4 I thonk. But I'm not thinking with portals just yet. I love how Sentinel Port's the only one that gets a special treatment because, you know, they're fucking Sentinel Port. So they get to, you know, be the only unique one that has their actual town shape to it instead of just a normal star. But, whatever. Yeah, you can kind of now start to see where all the differences in the map are taking place. But it's still the same map. Still the same thing, just different details. But I like it. It's coming along quite well. It's coming along very well. Alright. Alright. New empty. New thing. You go on top. You stay hidden. And you get to be my new roadmap. Now, I'm not sure if I should just keep it black. I think I'm gonna keep it black, actually. So I think the first set of roads I'm definitely gonna do are gonna be the Great Mountaineer region. So, because this needs an entire makeover, and it's completely different from how it originally was. I need to completely remake the Mountaineer Empire or whatever. And it all starts right here at Sentinel Port. So let's see. Okay. I think we can start to have it go up now as well. I need to like kind of base this also off of like road systems and highways up in Nevada. Like Highway 80. Alright. Wait. No, we're good. Are we? Yes. No? Yes. I'm tripping. We're good. No, we're good. Alright, never mind. Just trying to remember how this map goes. So, it goes like this. It goes up a little more. And it kind of curves around. Goes like so. But then eventually you get up there. And that's right up by Wolfa. There we are. So, Scalos Valley is right here. Dude. Is it just me, or does this place look tiny in comparison to, like, everywhere else? Like, now I see the great perspective of the Mountaineer Empire, and it's tiny. Like, why does it need to be this small? But, whatever. And then we're gonna have the road off to Carson, coming up here. Okay, there we go. We're not going to complete it because it kind of needs completion still anyhow. And there's two different roads that lead to Greta. Actually, that does not look right. It needs to look correct. There we go. I love the sound of Californian construction in the background. It makes me realize that I live in the land of the living. And there it goes. That's the trail back into Scalos Valley. So now that means down here, this is the trail to the mount. Actually, let me redo that. So yeah, this is the trail down to the mount. Alright, it's right there. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. And does it sort of line up? No, not really. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. The Great Mountaineer region kind of had a complete rework. So not all of it is going to translate one to one, but that's okay. And this trail needs to kind of keep going further down. And then it loops back up to right here. And this is not a town, this is a landmark because it's a square instead of a star. And this is the ruins of Tula, which is a former town, but it was destroyed. And I believe right here should be the split off to Kino, which is another town not a part of the Mountaineer Empire, but still in the Great Mountains region. Oh yeah, and there is like another lake around here as well. I kind of forgot about that. Oh well. It's Meadow Lake and it's not even as big or important, so I can understand why I missed it. But it actually looks a little something like this. And I'm doing this all from the paper map as well, so I gotta use my own creative liberties with it as well. And there's Kino. And it's very close to the mount, but completely different empires. Or like completely different nations. And Wolfa, whatever it is, I think is going to be right here. Wolfa is the very edge of the Mountaineer Empire before you go through the Great Mountains itself, and you have to go through the desert. It's based on the Sierras. And this whole region just looks smaller. It just looks so small in comparison to like everything else, because everything up here, like the roads are massive, there's mountains everywhere. Like Scalos Valley is supposed to be like one of the longest crawls in like the whole book, and it's one of the most important chapters to go along with it, and yet it just looks tiny to me. I don't know. It's all subject to change though. I'm sure I'm gonna find a way to make it better. Actually, what I should have done Meadow Lake on this instead, so that way I can have the blue water. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Alright. Now with this, cut out, remove. Perfect. And then this, what we're going to do, draw cutout, remove, just all this. Actually, not all of it, never mind. Softness, 0. Just remove. There we go. Cool. Now the lake is there. We can go back to the draw tool. Here we are. Yeah, again, I don't know if I'm a big fan of this. Well, I don't know what I did wrong, though. Maybe they just gotta be spread out more. But this is like... No, that's how it is. Huh. I think I know what it needs. It needs to go up more, I think. 'Cause... Yeah, no. We're gonna redo some of this. I think we're gonna redo most of this sort of trail up here. the Mount Trail, the trail to the Mount, and the Wolf Pass. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, you undo that. Don't be fucking scaring me. Scallows Valley. We're back here. Okay. So this needs to kind of go up and to the right. But it actually needs to stay a little closer to this trail. And then I think we're also going to do the trail into the mount as well. Okay, why are you invisible? The hell? What? Did I do something? I did something. What? Man, get real. What did I do? What did I do wrong? I hate it when shit like this happens. Now I can't do anything with this because it's weird and stupid. I'm going to have to add another empty layer. Whatever. Brush. Thingamajig. That's white. I didn't even select the right color. That. There we go. Yeah, that color. Black. You remember black. Alright. Color black. It's like pretty important. And yeah, it kind of connects like that. And then the upper trail, the high road, goes up like so. Yeah, there we go. This is a bit more accurate to how the Great Mountaineer Empire actually looks. The mount's a little too far to the right, actually, but that's okay. I don't care. Now we gotta take the trail up to Wolfa. Alright. Now I think we can smoothen it out. Alright. There we go. That's still tiny. It's still tiny, but at least it's a little more accurate. Actually, this would make it a little more accurate. There we go. And get rid of this. We do not need it. I think I might also, again, redo all this, because I have not found what I'm looking for. But that's okay. We will figure it out soon. Alright. Down in here. Kind of like so. Good. Good. Not perfect, but good. This will do. The trail kind of goes like so, and right in there. Alright. Now that looks better. That looks a lot better. And the mount is on the left side of Kino, like it's supposed to be. Alright. Ow! Fuck my ass. Oh, that hurt. Oof. You ever get up from sitting so long in your seat and your butthole just feels like bones? There's bones sticking out, like in that one SpongeBob thing, that episode. Yeah, that's me right now. TMI for sure, but yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Probably wondering how I got in this scenario. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start. Alright, road here goes through a mountain pass. And it comes out on the other end. So this is the road to New Tripolitania. And there's like a big sort of road that circles around this whole peninsula. Cool. Crescent Valley is just south of Cana. Yeah. Yeah. So what I gotta do? Where is? There's those two. Trail to Veckersburg and then Bayland, but this kind of has to like come down like so. Alright, now this is the straight path to Crescent Valley. Then Cana is up and a little to the left. Alright, here it is. So this city is a big circle. What am I doing? I need to use the circle tool. Duh. What am I doing with my life? Come on, circle tool. And that's the town. Alright. I'm going to try and keep them also, all the towns, like, more accurate to their shape. Instead of just placing, like, a random circle or dot down. Like how I did with Sentinel Port here. I want them all to be unique, but not all of them are unique. But whatever. Now we got one road that needs to go north. Just kind of does its thing before it branches off in this direction, heads up towards Cana. There you go. And also the road that wraps around the entire peninsula needs to be finished. Alright, so that's this whole top right portion taken care of, and then this is Delta. This can kind of just go wherever, it doesn't really matter. There is like one segment of road that does matter though, and it's because of lore reasons and implications. We'll have to show y'all in a bit. This is Bayland. It goes like that. And then the kind of trail just kind of follows along like so until it reaches Veckersburg right here. Womp womp. They kind of meet together and form their big trail, and they go up to the main road. Nice to see I'm finally getting this accomplished as well. I've got the tools and the resources to do so, which is nice. It's always nice. I'm not without internet up in Nevada, so I can't even use the website, but now I can. Woohoo. Alright, now we've got the trail heading south into the basin from Crescent Valley. But there are two trails, so I'm going to pick this one to go off with real first. How close, in all things considered? No, it's not that close. Oops. Actually, what I'm going to do, now we're going to do this trail. This trail is basically freaking useless because it just goes off in the middle of nowhere and then comes back down into the basin. But whatever. And then this one will connect the two. And then this one. Oops. This one needs to go further south. I was gonna say that's Bayland. Yeah, no. These trails really gotta like go really far south before they reach any civilization. I kind of forgot how big like one-sided the map scale is as well. Oh shit, my fucking throat is itching. And this trail needs to stop somewhere north of Seaside, and it needs to go off to the left a bit for a specific reason implied in the lore. And the reason being is because there was a trail that went like this, like that was a straight shot, but it was blown out because of a war. And a secondary trail was built as like a side sort of thing to it. God, my voice is getting really messed up now, isn't it? I should shut up and let it rest. But whatever. I got to do stuff. Like book stuff. And then the Seaside Trail, it does go south, but that's the route south to Talarla. But it also needs to go north. Oh, I see a stray pixel. There we go. It just kind of keeps going up and up and up like this. Should I continue the trail? No. This way. Let's continue the trail this way. So this is the Lockwood Highway sort of thing. Leads all the way out to the middle of nowhere, where there used to be a town, but there isn't anymore. It is now just desolate. Like everything. Woohoo. Now we're gonna have this kind of come down. There we go. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. It is all kinds of coming together. So now this trail needs to go off in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, and that will make it to the town of Lockwood. I think that works. Does it need to be a little further north? I think it does. Yeah, so that way it's more in line with Crescent Valley. Yeah, this town is out here. It is out in the sticks. But yeah, that's where the ruins of Lockwood are. And now this trail. This trail is the most important trail. This trail leads to peaceful trails. This trail is the trail of all time. Because this is where some of the most important stuff, I don't want to spoil, but important stuff happens in Peaceful Trails. It is very, very good. Alright. And I think... Yeah, no. No? Yes. Maybe. It needs to be a little further south. Yoda! And we need to kind of curve it around there. There we go. So we're going to say that, yeah, they're like right here. This is where Peaceful Trails is. And even though it's not a landmark, I am going to draw it as a square, since it's a walled-in kind of square-looking town. But, yeah. And I think we're also going to have the road to Duck Valley come up through here. And it just wanders off in a direction until eventually reaching its destination. Duck Valley. There we go. And then one last trail. Oh, first Crusaders Fork, which is right here. There it is. That's Crusaders Fork. This is where a bunch of people laid down their lives to fight against Dermy's imperialism. Don't want to spoil nothing again still. But there was a lot of battles here. And a lot of bad stuff and whatnot. Looking. Why are there two different turnoffs? Oh, one's the road to Derma's Haven. The other one's the road to Peaceful Trails. We're gonna do this path first. Yeah, do this highway. All right, and this one is gonna lead back up to Seaside as well. All right. Cool. That's another trail done, and I should probably complete the road to Lila from Seaside, so that way we can have the Boglands Road as well. All right. Cool. Alright. And there needs to be a road from here down to here. And in between sort of this road and all this is another town called Boglands, which I actually have another detailed map of. I'll have to... This doesn't look right. That looks better, I guess. But that didn't look right. I don't think so. I like having all the roads sort of line up with each other. I don't know why, it's just sort of like a thing. It's just a thing that I like. I like having all the roads line up. Then this is the road south to Apple Rock. There. And there's one last trail, and it's one that goes from here, and it goes down south to Derma's Haven. AKA Hitler's bunker, where he stored his left testicle after World War I. Now this is where I was asking, should I extend the road, the Derma's Haven road, all the way out to Lake Cobalt? Because Derma's Haven's supposed to be like right here. And I think it's kind of an awkward spot to put it, and I think it should actually be like a bit further down here. So that way there's, at least something that happens on Lake Cobalt, because it feels like nothing ever happens out here. So I think we're gonna... Oh! Yoda! You skinwalker, could you stop? You were already howling earlier. Like, how more chaotic and psychotic could you possibly get? Here we go. Derma's Haven. The most Welsh-sounding town name ever. There we go. And Apple Rock, and... Oh yeah, where's Boglands? So, Boglands is supposed to be, like, right here, I think. But let me take my map real quick first. Let me see where it's supposed to... Oh, wait. Right here. It's map of the Great Mountains. No. Map of the Cobalt Basin. Yeah, it's like supposed to be right there. I have a map. Where is it? There's the map of the Great Mountains, much more detailed as well than, or not really. Here it is. Okay, I found it. It's actually, I think it's supposed to be right around, well, it kind of looks like a bend. I mean, I think Boglands is supposed to be right here. So then that means there needs to be a lake. Yeah, we need Lake Gold Pot right here. Yeah. So there needs to be like a little river and a little lake. Because this is where Boglands is. And that goes off and does its own thing, like the river. And we'll put a little star here. Boglands. That's a big lake. Wait, no. No, you're not supposed to be that big. Wait. No, sorry. You're not supposed to be that big. Oops. Yeah, I can't quite tell the scale of this, can I? I just realized what I was going with that like in the last second. I don't even listen to that song. I just might because LoreBacon. It's the lore song, and we're doing the LoreBacon. No. I don't know how to do this goddamn lake. Hang on. Okay, now that's Kirby. There we go. Bog of Lands. I swear if that looks too big. No, that looks good. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Magic cutout. Magic. There you go. Make magic. There's the lake. Shit it all out. Alright. Back to the drawing board. So I think is that all the roads? I think that's all the roads. Yeah, that's all the roads. I think. So next up, towns? I think. Towns, normal details, geography. But first, I gotta pee. So I'll be right back. Did you want in, dog? No? Okay. Giggleshark.com. Okay. I'm gonna look more in my map. Let me see. Because, I mean, in terms of roads, that's it, I think. I don't believe there's anything more I couldn't do. And... what the hell? What the hell is making that noise? I think there's a bug in the corner of my room that's sounding like a failed motor or something. It's being weird. Kind of like can't believe I changed the location of Derma's Haven out of all places. Oh well. It's Meadow Lake. I guess we do the mountains? Or... no, let's... no. Yes. No. Mountains or... faction territory. Because... one or the other. Or towns. I think we should work on the towns. Yeah, that might be smart. Okay. We're gonna work on the towns. So, you... actually, first, you, actually. Hi. Hi there. You get to go like so. You get to be all prim and proper. And... alright. I have a map. I have a map of New Tripolitania. It's an older map, but it still checks out. I can still use it for what I'm trying to achieve here. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Now the map of New Tripolitania actually really lines up with the map on the original. So, with the paper map, what I got in my hand. Okay, nice. What I'm gonna do is, I think I should, yeah, like so. So, we're gonna do the actual sort of layout to the town. So that's Main Street. This goes like that. This becomes a side street or whatever. Oops. This becomes a side street. It leads out right here down this road. And this is Tallulah Jetty right here. And then that goes down. It kind of goes like so. Not that much. Not that much though. We want it like this. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And more. No? Yes. Come on. Alright. I think like the rest of this should be good as well. So, like that. And we can extend this out a bit more. Like that. Oh. Alright. No. No, you do not. No, you do not. Come on. There we go. Is there no middle? I don't think there's a middle. There is a middle. Never mind. One more sort of street, I guess, like this. Yep. Yeah. No. Yes. I think. Yes. There we go. New Tripolitania. I'm gonna throw in more detail as well. It's like the road layouts are really weird, but yeah, New Tripolitania. You kind of can't tell what's going on, but there's a city there, I promise. And we're also gonna have like the little docks jutting out. And one of these is Tallulah Jetty. Up here, this is Tallulah Jetty. And then this is more docks. Here we go. Cool, cool, cool. So, NT. Actually, I don't really need to label it. I'll label it later, but New Tripolitania, NT. Blacklight. Blacklight's easy. Blacklight's very easy, because it's kind of like the whole thing. But, yeah, Blacklight's easy. Very, very easy. Because it looks like it's this. This is it. This is Blacklight. There we go. Boom. It's a cross. That's all Blacklight is. And it looks like this a bit. Yeah. Kind of like a window pane. Oh yeah, and then this extends, or no, not that one, but this one extends to like the bridge. There we go. Alright. And they get the little dock here, and they get a little dock here. And that's Blacklight. There we go. Cool, cool. Next up, Cana, I guess. Sure. Cana, I actually have no idea what to do for, so we're going to make it a small little town. Yeah, there we go. Kind of like a little roundabout or whatever. Comes inward, obviously, another port. There we go. I'm gonna do, before I get ahead of myself, I'm gonna do the mount next. And this needs to be represented by an inactive volcano. Because it's an inactive volcano. You guessed it. Wow, good for you. Who could have guessed that the capital of the Mountaineer Empire is built into an inactive volcano? Because these guys are all dumbasses and they don't know what the hell they're doing. Anyways, kinda same sort of layout as New Tripolitania, I guess, except now it's on land instead of on the sea. There we go. Road to the palace, and then it all kind of just juts out from there. I think I'm actually gonna... Do I care? I don't know if I care. Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. But I do wish to represent this as an inactive volcano. If I can draw today, please. Can we draw? Or we're gonna draw today, right? I got this, I promise. I think that works. That works. That works a little. Okay. Okay. That looks stupid. That looks a little better. Alright, so that's the mount. I don't know how else to represent it, but there you go. Oh, shit. Ow. Actually, I don't even think I need, this, like, sort of thing here. I can just have it be the volcano sign, right? Yeah. We're just gonna have it be that. For fun. That looks so much better. I gotta do it from the right side now. Clearly I can't do it from that other side. That kind of works. I just want like a bigger sort of indicator. Because this is a major city. This is not like... This ain't no foofy little mountain. This is a big mountain. And it's one of the most major cities in all the regions. So it needs to have some kind of precedence, you know? I just... not sure. How does it look on the Mountaineer map? On the redone map? How does it look? It just looks... Man, god damn it. It just looks the exact same. Well, what if I did it like this? No, I've learned my lesson. I gotta do it from this side. There we go. And we can do it like this. Again. There we go. And mountain here. Mountain there. Yeah, fuck it. That works. That works. This is our indicator of the mount. There we go. TM. There we go. But I'm not going to do that. And then Kino. Kino comes next. I don't really know how to do Kino. Kino's a little farmer town. Oh. Our friend is back. And they have their gas cap open. Or not. Unless it's broken. I think it's broken. Ow. My foot. Oh, yeah. That itches so good. Goddamn mosquitoes been biting my foot and making a damn fool of me. Oh well. Carson's next. Excuse me. Holy shit. So that's Carson. Greta's up next. Here we go. I may not even complete all this map today. I may save some of it for like another time. But I'm not sure when. But I really want to do this again for sure. But I want to finish it up, like, now. Because I don't know when I'll be able to do this next. Wolf, you go here. Yeah, there you go. We're also gonna... The town's called Wolfo. We're gonna make it look like a dog bone. Because I think that looks funny. Actually, this looks more like a gate. This could, like, be the edge of the Mountaineer Empire. Let me move it a bit back, actually. If we are gonna do a gate, I want it to be, like, right here. Yeah. So, when you go through that gate, you go through the pass, and pretty much your life is up to your hands from that point forward, because no one's gonna help you. Not till you get out to the desert. Okay. Rest of these little towns. Midway. Midway's big. Town of Midway is pretty big. So this will need to be like so. And there are also many different streets and things and stuff to look at. Stuff happens here in Midway. There's a chapter here. There we go. Lynch is up next. And I'm thinking of also doing a sort of map of every individual town as well, so that way I can get all the... Oops. How do I want Lynch? Lynch is supposed to be a lot smaller than Midway. Come on. There we go. It just looks so weird. Like, trying to... I don't know how to do this, because I'm trying to make them all sort of accurate to their... man. I don't know. But this is still a really good map. Like I'd say, for everything that we've done so far, this is good. This is damn good. Peaceful trails. Isn't there like a lake there? Hang on. I gotta look at the old map of Peaceful Trails, because I'm pretty sure there's like a canal or like a lake or something. Let me see. Oh, my pages are getting ripped. That's lovely. That's just what I want to see. Oh, there's a lake inside the town. And there's no canal. The canal is from the old thing. Well, shit. Alright. Can't really show off the lake, because how small it is, but... Let's do... Boglins kind of goes like that, and it looks a little like that, and then it juts off and looks like that as well. Yeah, that's Boglins. Alright. Apple Rock is also just a road. So there we go. Duck Valley, that's a road pretty much. Because a lot of these are just based on Wild West towns where nothing really happens. Peaceful Trails is basically the only major settlement in the whole region. Unless I felt like changing that. But I'm just not sure what to do with Seaside yet. Fred. Seaside's this place, and I'm not sure what to do with it. But I think it should kind of have a similar sort of design to Sentinelport, just in the opposite direction. Sentinelport has a wall But I think I want Seaside to, like, not have a wall. But whatever. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else for right now. Oh. Oh, speaking of volcanoes, we have one more on the map, actually. It's White Sun Peak. This one right here. It needs to be a inactive volcano. Or no, an actual active volcano. Never mind. There's a real active volcano right here on this island. Yeah, there we go. And that is White Sun Peak. Alright. And this is Mount Vernon on this island, midway. I don't know if I want to do, like, all the mountain drawings just yet, though. I think I may want to save them. But what I should do is... I should probably start to draw the outer mountains. Like the Cobalt Mountain Range and the Great Mountain Range. Since that will add the next bit of detail. And there is one last little place you do have to put on the map, but that might be a bit of a spoiler for later on. Actually, there are a few other places. Yeah, there is like one other place I do have to put. It's like right up here. It's in the middle of goddamn nowhere. But there's a town on this coastline up here, and I gotta... Where would it go? Let me look on the map. It's not the map. That's not the map. You're not the goddamn... It's the other map, but you're not the map. You're not the map. No. There's the map. Below Alexandria. Really? Below Alexandria? That's not a place to put it, I don't think. But I think I could put it. Could put this right here. This is where it's gonna go, I think. This is where Pomona will go. Dang it, Fred. Here we go. It's square, so we know it's there. There we go. And yeah, from pretty much all the towns, that's all the towns. And I'm gonna do all the naming and whatnot afterwards. Like put all the text on the thing so that you all know what it is. And there's also rivers I gotta do. A bunch of stuff. So yeah, I'd say for like 2.5 hours of just non-stop working on the map, getting all the coastline and whatnot, all that finished was a pretty good success. Let's see how it looks in comparison to, yeah, the original. Yeah, no, there's a lot that changed from the original. A lot of it is just all these trails are slightly out of position or whatever. Like Derma's Haven being moved, I guess it looks like it's into the lake, but Derma's Haven being moved on the lake instead of into the lake. Boglan's, that location went a little over here. Apple Rock here. Yeah, Talarla is the only place that has stayed the exact same. I think. There's a few that have stayed the exact same. Talarla being one of them. Even Sentinelport, that location has changed. Carson, that moved slightly. Greta's still in the same spot. Never mind. The Mount had to move because that was just in a really, really stupid spot before. But it's weird because this is how everything can look the exact same but still be changed. Like, even with, like, this small of a change in the map, it still does everything. But yeah, it looks nice, and I'm not quite sure if I really want to do like a sort of satellite kind of overhead with how it looks, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So I guess I'll just have to color it really detailed. But if I am going to do that, I may as well kind of color in where everything's supposed to go. Let me add another empty layer. It'll go on top. We will make it big. We will make it transparent. And my dog, you're making this very easy. Dog! Amelia. So yeah, gray, mountains, right? All this, mountains. All this, mountains, stuff, mountains everywhere, yada, yada, yada. Get all that out of the way. Then we're going to make it green, right? Forests. Big forests. All this, big forests. Foresty zone. Forest, forest, forest. Down here, this is a little lighter green to represent valley. River valley. There we go. All this as well, kind of like big plains, big valleys. All that fun stuff. And then up here, sort of like wooded tundra up here. All this is wooded tundra. So those are all like the sort of regions of the map that I'm thinking of coloring. Oh. Mom's client is leaving. Alright. If I had to take a guess, my mom is probably going to want me in a minute. And since I'm not really sure where to continue, I figure we'll continue at a later date. But this, so far, looks really good. I'm going to save this as the Mark I version of the final draft map. So this is my Oh Glory final draft map beta 1. There we go. That's a long ass name. I'll share this with you guys in a bit, but this is the very beginning of the final draft map. This will help me really kind of hone in where I want to go with the rest of the story. Thank you guys for watching, if anyone really did stay awake through all that. I hope it was worth it. We got to redo this map. Amelia, what's Amelia doing? I'll have to see what she's doing in a minute. It was nice to redo this map and come back to it once more. We're getting pretty close to the final version of this map, I'd say. So, yeah, it looks nice. It'll look even better soon enough. And I think we did a hell of a job today. So, thank you guys so much for watching. God, we've been streaming for 3 hours already. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. And I'll catch you guys next time. So, peace. See